they have returned. They corrupted, divided, conquered, until finally, the gates of the celestial realm were thrown open. Our last remaining hope, the Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance made manifest. Unbound, unbroken, we will take back what the dead have ravaged. The gates of the celestial realm were thrown open. We will take back what the dead have ravaged.
The way to Thanator's manse is open at long last.
Welcome to Age of Sigmar Stormground. Today we will unveil more about commanding a band of fearsome warriors, mages and magical creatures in high-impact, turn-based battles. Ally yourself with a faction, choose a hero, and make war. Your faction determines which side you take in the war for control of the mortal realms. The Stormcast Eternals, Nighthaunt, and Maggotkin of Nurgle have vastly different units, strategies, gear, abilities, and playstyles. Each also has unique campaigns to fight that change with every new playthrough.
The work is not always easy, but it is always good.
The Stormcast are an army of immortal soldiers reforged as avatars of Sigmar to face chaos and death. Their Stardrakes and mastery of lightning make them deadly, and their heavy armor makes them hard to kill. The Nighthaunt are the endless swarms of death itself. Ghosts and spirits crawl from Shaiish to drag the living to the depths below. Their larger numbers and swarming hordes can overrun the battlefield, and their sinister weapons can bring down the largest opponents. The Maggotkin are towering and resilient monsters, corrupting the earth in Nurgle's image and infesting everything as their infection spreads through enemy ranks. Their ability to change the landscape means they can force the battle to be fought on their own terms. Your choice of hero is your first and most powerful unit on the battlefield. Consider positioning, terrain, hazards, and obstacles as you experiment with the best way to play your specific army on any particular map. Combinations of different units play off each other. The timing of when you field your units will affect your ability to cast spells and summon the most powerful characters in the game.
Braving the blighted realm of Shaiish gives me purpose. It is true, but it carries no joy with it.
In the campaign mode, each new playthrough will allow you to pick a route through the fortress of your enemy. There you will discover the stories and legends of the realms, as well as encounter different enemies depending on your chosen path. As you grow your card collection of units, war gear, heroes, spells, and divine acts, you'll have even more options in how to build your army. Each new playthrough is a new adventure. In multiplayer, your online collection of units and heroes grows as you play more games, unlocking more and more options to do battle with and craft the perfect force. Across a wide selection of maps, fight with players the world over in competitive combat to prove you're the best player there is. As you earn new units and gear, your potential builds and strategies expand greatly. With hundreds of unlockable rewards, the way you build your army is unique to you. Units, their war gear, the abilities they use, the heroes that lead them, and the divine acts that help them succeed are many and varied. As you level up and find new items, you can customize and curate your army to your heart's content. This is just a taste of Stormground's vast offering. More units, more gear, more maps, more competition, and incredible battles await you. Command your army and conquer the mortal realms on May 27th on PlayStation 4. Welcome to Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Stormground. Turn-based war on the infinite battlefields of the mortal realms. Pick your hero, evolve your army, and make war. Today we're introducing the Stormcast Eternals, a faction of legendary warriors, forged and reforged by the God King Sigmar. This fighting force was created with the sole purpose of opposing the tides of chaos and death that engulf the mortal realms. Immortal and armed with celestial power, riding heavenly star drakes to battle with fury in their hearts, the Stormcast will battle any foe. The Stormcast battle plan is defined by legendary defense, incredible magics, and brutal long-range attacks. Their liberators can form a shield wall when adjacent to each other, giving them high armor that make enemy attacks useless. Meanwhile, castigators use their great bows from range to rain death upon the enemies of Sigmar. As your army evolves, they'll ride star drakes and wield incredible spells, burning all before them in lightning and fire. Age of Sigmar Stormground comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch on May 27th. Welcome to Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormground, turn-based war on the infinite battlefields of the mortal realms. Pick your hero, evolve your army, and make war. Today we're taking a look at the Nighthaunt faction, come to claim the lands of the living and their souls. These spectral, ghastly horrors have a crushing, endless jealousy for the living and wish to drag them down to the tortures of their own realm. They will stop at nothing to do so. As malicious ghosts, the Nighthaunt have a sinister aura, making them difficult to attack. They're ravenous foes that strip armor and courage from those around them. They needn't necessarily charge their enemies to deal damage, and can manipulate them and the battlefield to gain positional advantages, holding enemies in place to deal massive damage, creating new spawn points. Fighting the Nighthaunt truly earns the moniker of fighting death itself. The heroes of the Nighthaunt are ghastly undead kings. True royalty summon more and more of their undead host to the battlefield, wishing only for the death of the living. Age of Sigmar Stormground comes to PlayStation 4 on May 27th.
It must be done. The time for strategy has passed. In the God King's name. Ashes to ashes. I will break their lines!
Let the honor be shared!
Take them!
Unbowed, unbroken, we will take back what the dead hath ravaged.